Nope, leaving. Bye. Before we start, I wanted to say I do have my for everyone who I didn't tell, I do have chapter 2 done of my adventure. So whenever we are ready to play that.
Woo-hoo-hoo. So, what happened last time in this game?
I saw red.
Oh my gosh, I saw red too.
Finally, someone else besides me sees it.
Red. Okay, but before that, let's start at the beginning. What happened before that?
Well, we got back to town after like speed running the last level.
Pretty sure something happened before that.
I'm saying we speed ran the last of the dungeon.
Oh, we told.
And by that we mean we looked in a single room, went, huh, and then left.
Yeah, really.
And then there was like the turtle woman. We said, oh, by the way, this is all the information we got, right?
That skips. Yeah, hold on. Wait.
Yeah. So we speed ran that last floor of the dungeon.
Yeah.
We came home.
Uh-huh.
I was the Flash for like 30 seconds and got an update that from Genevieve Coquelivert that Scarin Rave Chaser. Wow, he really loves the party life. That Scarin Wave Chaser may not have been Scarin Wave Chaser for his entire life, and that might be a false name of some kind. And so we went to Anders' house. Timber brashly confronted Scarin about everything privately. And I made an insight check, right? I'm pretty sure I made an insight check to feel like if I felt he was coming from a genuine place or if he was just a prick or like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I felt like he was coming from a genuine place.
Mm-hmm.
And at least I think that's what my insight check got. And so I was like, all right, well, maybe we have rushed to judge, but now we really have no fucking clue who is behind the whole murder thing if Scarin's not our guy. And
the turtle woman.
And then something, huh?
No.
Genevieve killed everyone.
And then something happened. I forget what. And then we all saw red. Or at least Dimitri.
Did we all see red?
Nope. Dimitri and I in the library did.
We don't know if Wave Chaser saw the red either.
Yeah. So Dimitri and I saw a red flash in the library, and that's where we ended.
Does anybody want to fill in any gaps?
Yeah, we saw the library, and Dane's been waiting to show this library.
What were you looking for in the library? And also, I was very excited
for information on.
Okay, no one's gonna say the nautiloid. We found a nautiloid.
Thank you.
I thought that was touched upon.
I gave everyone the opportunity to say
nobody has said anything
said
about mind flayers yet.
Oh, I brought that with the information into like that's the bigger picture, Matt, Dane. That's the big picture.
Presupposition, if you will.
So yeah, we found the nautiloid and also mind flayers because like the mind flayers are working with the Saugan, but like it's a very kind of like faux relationship that like no one really believes in.
Tenuous is the word. Tenuous.
Yes, very tenuous, and no one thinks it's gonna last. And Matt is standing on the dock.
Doing a little. He's a giant.
You dead ass looked like a giant standing on the dock there for a second, Matt.
Excellent. I'm gonna play the rest of the game back there.
Yeah. Right. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Yeah. By the way, I feel like I missed some stuff in that chat in our chat earlier. Like
I wouldn't worry about it.
Was it regarding Beverly?
So basically,
oh no, Maddie.
All right, I'm
never
gonna
mind.
come back.
We're skipping this. I take it
let
back.
me have this. Basically, part of my personality is I'll just randomly call people random ladies' names. So I was calling Ben Beverly. And I said, get your CDs and leave, Beverly, because if you have children, I treat it like an abusive relationship.
But they didn't put a comma And there was a lot we had to infer. There was a lot we had to infer.
Long walk.
Beautiful.
Emily
Okay,
understood
thank you
me.
for the context. We can move on. Let's play D&D.
All right. So in order, you all continued through the bottom level of the Saugan fortress, and you found out that the Saugans are in cahoots with a group of mind flayers. You don't know how many. You saw one. They have a nautiloid ship that the mind flayers use to get around. It looks like a great big old tentacle monster, and it's scary as hell. Y'all skedaddled, believing that you collected sufficient information on the Saugan
Without
horde.
fighting it like the DM thought we would.
I was pretty sure y'all were gonna take that by force. You went back to Saltmarsh. On the way, the realization of the coming battle set in, and to set people at ease, Timberstack No Clan sang a beautiful song. Upon arriving back at Saltmarsh, you went immediately to Genevieve Coquelavert and talked with her about her findings. You found out that Scaran Wave Chaser has little to no footprint in other places besides here in Saltmarsh, and even that tenuous at best. You made your way to Onder Solmar's estate, where you found the guards had been doubled. Scaran Wave Chaser was there at the door as usual to meet you, and didn't take your guff. You all had some guff to give, and he wouldn't take any of it. And there was some
tension
colliding, yes, of personalities.
Threatening.
You
Lot of
spoke with
tension.
Onder Solmar about the State of the Union.
Oh yeah, because he was like, I don't know if I want to lead.
Yes, he became very intimidated, and he was contemplating bringing in Duke Feldrin, the military leader of Keoland, the land that you all reside in. Y'all convinced him not to, but when the Nautiloid came up, Dimitri had the wonderful idea to try and find out more information. Scaran had a little bit of information for you about what the craft was, that it was indeed a Nautiloid, and the ship of the Mind Flayers. Taking Shern, the psychic lobster, into the library with Timber and Scaran. Not only did you research more into mind flayers and found out more about them, but Timberstack had a deep conversation with Scaran involving apologies and clearing the air and a better understanding of each other, which was rebuffed with a veiled threat and somewhat of a stalemate from Scaran.
How stale was it?
When Shern was taken out and presented as a psychic lobster, both Dimitri and Timberstack saw a blinding flash of red for a moment. And that, my friends, is where we left off.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Timberstack, this has left you, well, how would you feel after this?
Okay. Assuming he's still on his feet and conscious of himself, he has
it's just a mental picture of red as you're used to Shern delivering. You okay there, Maddie?
Yeah, there was
The ghost.
some
Was it a
screaming
ghost,
from
though?
outside my apartment. Everything's cool. Um. Yeah. Assuming so, you said. Sorry. What was that? Can you repeat that for me?
So the red was in the form of a mental picture that you're used to Shern delivering. So it wasn't necessarily like a force into your mind. It's just this is it's almost like a broadcast when you saw an image on a television.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's in your
so
mind.
then, so Timber staggers backward, like probably like knocking into a bookshelf or something, and like knocking some stuff over, and just kind of like reaching and grabbing for like support, and just like panting, and like you can Dimitri, you can see his hackles are up, his tail is like winding back and forth. There's like, he is a distressed little kitty.
Sure. Dimitri, you see this red in your mind. How do you react to this color? You don't have to be the same as Timber, of course, because it means a lot different to him. To you, it's just a color, I'd imagine.
It reminds him of how blushy he gets.
All right.
He's like, oh God, I hope my face isn't red right now.
Both of you make perception checks for me, please.
Ooh.
Let's go for the yellow perception die.
Yeah, I imagine Dimitri actually probably wouldn't have like a negative association with the color red.
I doubt it.
He'd probably think of just like really pretty red flowers.
Jimmy, change your name for me, please.
13.
Yes, thank you. Dimitri, what's your... Is it in Roll20?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look. Oh, yeah. Okay, so all of you see Scare Wave Chaser look very confused and say, what was that? What did you all do to my mind?
I kind of glance at him and then look back at Dimitri to kind of like get a sense of his internal state. Is he okay? Did anyone else get like taken over? Am I like I kind of like,
I just saw a color red. What was that?
Give me a minute. Sharn. And I kind of like send a thought to him. Where did that color come from and what was it?
Shern responds with question marks. like an
clarify.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Damn it.
Dimitri asks Shern why he sent the color.
Why he sent a color?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know.
But he knows that he sent it, right?
Yes.
So he doesn't know. Yeah. I kind of.
So he's being controlled.
I turn to Dimitri. So he doesn't know where it came from either. That was the color. That was the last thing I saw.
The lobster gives feelings of apology. He feels like he failed you.
Oh no. Oh, sweet little thing. I kind of like smooth down my hair and like I send him back a feeling of forgiveness.
As you're doing this, Timber, you feel fingers in your mind trying to probe into your brain, but you are able to push them out.
I turn on Scarin. What are you doing, Wave Chaser?
He looks at you blankly and says, "You are the ones messing with my mind at the moment. I would not press it."
Insight. Do I believe him?
What's your insight check?
Natural 1. I guess I do.
Yeah. No. He's just as confused as the rest of you.
I shake my head. There's something trying to get a hold of all of our minds right now. I have in the past been possessed or something. I don't know. I've lost large chunks of time, and all I can remember is that color that our little psychic friend, and I point to Shern. Yes, he's a psychic lobster. Let's just not even go into that. He's a lobster that can communicate psychically through pictures and feelings. Sure enough, but he just broadcast that color, and now he says he doesn't know where it came from. And I just now felt something trying to take a hold of my mind.
He turns to leave immediately.
I follow. And I start walking and talking. Do you know anything about this?
We're going to take a pause.
So come on.
While all this is happening in the library, what's happening in the study with Anders? He's asking you guys were all kind of planning out your attack. I believe Gian wanted to go immediately to the Saugan headquarters and fight them on their home turf. I think Anders was saying he'd prefer to shore up defenses here and call in all, and attack them on essentially your home turf, have the home field advantage. So what are y'all talking about in his study?
Okay, but think about it. Like, if we fight here, then we're gonna have to like clean up a bunch of stuff afterwards. That's gonna be no fun. We should just go there, and then ocean will wash it away. Or
Superhero paradox.
the lizard people, like they'll have to clean it up. There are no lizard people here, right?
I mean, you're going to have
room.
No, there's a group of lizard people staying there. There's like,
but not in the room so they can hear me.
Oh, you know what? My Saltmarsh book is in the other room, so I'll be right back. No, there's nobody in the room hearing you now.
Okay.
So how was everybody's day?
Oh, it was pretty good
Yeah, it's pretty good.
for a Monday. It's not bad. Oh, it's Dane. He can't resist.
Hi guys. Hi everybody.
So happy.
So a small bit of info for those who I haven't told yet about the chapter 2 that I just wrote. It is a murder mystery. It's not like it's not like a night murder. It's not like an evening dinner murder mystery, but you guys are solving a series of murders.
Murder.
Judas.
Yeah.
It's me, Judas. Okay. So this book tells us exactly how many lizard folk are camped out. Is for why I am telling.
I don't think we need that right this second, Dane.
I think he was just asking. There's none in the room.
There's none in the room, but a dozen warriors are quartered, with more to come.
More to come. Tune in next time for more lizard folk.
Anyways, yeah, that was Gian's pitch.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a cliffhanger with him. I thought like we had.
No, you guys
Talk
were
to
just
him.
in
We're
the
just
process
talking,
of.
yeah.
of,
I feel like we were chatting with him, and then Dimitri was like, "I gotta read," and then that happened. So,
You know how it
that's
is.
how it went down. Is there a library? I have to be there.
He learned how to read. He's excited. All right.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's super great. What's Ben doing, Matt?
I'd say that Ben's kind of lost in thought for a moment. I'd turn and be like, there's an island offshore. Is there any entrenchment places or fortresses on that island? Can that be a point of a shield or wall against the city?
Let me look it up. Are you guys on them? Oh, here we go. Do you mean this, Matt? This one here, Matt?
Yeah.
There is a lighthouse, I believe. Oh no, so those are the standing stones. So
Did you
Anders is
visit
going.
those yet?
No, you guys haven't. Anders said you really haven't explored the area much.
We've been busy.
You've been busy.
Well, he keeps sending us on errands.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, it is my fault.
Mhm.
So
Also, Barnacle does live there, so presumably she knows all of these areas.
true, that's true. So Barnacle, you know, and he is about to say that there are two enormous rune stones that stand on this island. There are stories that a siren was chained to these stones and sacrificed by an evil human tribe as an offering to the sea. It's said that from that offering, the fishing in the region has flourished, but the siren spirit was captured in the stones, and her captivating songs continue to echo through and weave and draw fish to the area.
Rude.
Ugh.
So that's what's there. And Anders talks about that.
All right. So there's no natural fortifications around Saltmarsh that we could take advantage of.
Not particularly. There are the cliffs to the east, and he refers to these cliffs. And then this is high ground here as well.
Pretend it's been 2 weeks since we spoke. How long until they arrived? Did we have?
I
that
believe you all said they would be here within the week.
Okay, we could build like a good fence, but maybe...
Is it common knowledge this siren, or is it just something Barnacle knows about?
It's like a tale told in town.
Tale as old as time.
Tale
But
that's
is it, like,
told in
canon?
town. Oh, what's that?
Is it canon?
What do you mean? Is it canon?
Like, is it actually
true?
verified as true? Yeah.
Oh, it is a tale told in town. So it's more of a legend at this point.
Folk tale.
But there are some big old ruined stones over there, and the fishing is real great, so it stands to reason. Also, Dylan, where are you?
I'm sorry.
Well,
Are you picking your teeth again? What are you doing?
Hello.
Oh, there she
They're
is.
the Esper
they are.
Pokemon, is what it is.
Ah, Esper. Ah,
That's what you just did, Gwendolyn.
the eyeballs.
I hate to say it, but does Gion have a point? Can we possibly protect the entire city from an attack, given its size and lack of natural defenses?
But
I
how do
will
we
s-
guide
Hmm?
enemies to a different location? I don't know.
The way I see it, these are waterborne enemies and will be attacking the town mainly from this area. They will not be going on land as much. Besides, I don't think they will be climbing, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Do we need to worry about the small channel to the far west?
How big were the Saugin?
The Salgan themselves?
Their numbers, or
Yes. How many would be able to fit through that gap?
there
Well,
weren't
like-
that many. There were kind of a lot, but
A lot of them if they go one by one.
It seems as if that might be a choke point where we would be able to take them out one by one as they came
we
through.
could do a 300 over here.
They should do the fire net of Azula like in Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
We're not there, Dimitri.
Also, Dimitri, don't talk. And Dimitri, don't watch Avatar.
Oh,
Barney, do you,
Dimitri reads the manga.
You do find the manga of Avatar: The Last Airbender in the library, which is really interesting.
It's very
Do
convenient.
I
Andrew's got
find
some
the
good
tale of
taste.
the siren?
Andrew's got some good taste.
No, you weren't looking for that. You were just looking for Mind Flayer
Well,
stuff.
now he is.
You don't, but you're not there. You know nothing of the
He
stones.
intuits it.
I could have heard about it around town.
Dimitri,
We're not even. Yeah, we're
Dylan,
not doing
you
this.
literally, as a player, heard about this thing and are interested in it, and that's fine. But Dimitri has no idea this exists and has not wondered about any part of town. You can't just suddenly know about the stones. So if they're talking about it when you enter the room, totally Dimitri can ask about it in his silent
Emily?
way.
God.
Barney, does Prokan's
Yes.
temple have any resources that can help us in the coming?
Dane, does
Division.
Prokan's temple have
Oh,
any?
that's a really good question. Well, there's always Welgar.
Well,
You
Welgar
can
will
bore him to
protect.
death.
We'll put him in the channel. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Welgar can hold his own.
This is literally, guys, and I know that he's a great character that I love, and you guys love too. But this is the description for Welgar Brinehanded. An older human man with a sharp memory for every storm, lost ship, and enormous catch ever brought into Saltmarsh Harbor. He knows many fanciful stories of shipwrecks, lucky escapes, and famous captains. I just made him a droning, dottery old fool. I think he was supposed to be cool, but
Oh no.
No,
I mean, it can
He was
still be true.
clearly
It's just a slight twist
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, it's technically all of that could still be 100% true.
Yeah.
and if you know
That's
too
what
much
his
history, you're
stories are about.
automatically a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they have described as a complete nerd. How you decided to play him is how he is, you know.
Also, if you ever meet like a history nerd, they do kind of drone on like that.
I mean, come on, let's not pretend that Indiana Jones spent his entire life like running around and shooting at Nazis. Like he was droning for a good portion of that. Otherwise, he wouldn't be a history.
Yeah, his lectures were pretty boring.
I'm sure.
Oh,
The girls couldn't even focus because he was so hot. So you
That
know.
was
Yeah.
that was the thing. That was the reason.
I
remember
get
this
it.
one? Remember when they did this one? This one?
Oh yeah, I love you.
That takes some work to do on
Yeah,
your own.
really. She had
Like,
a
You got to do
friend
it
Did you have a
backwards
friend?
in the mirror.
She had a friend do that.
Or a
like,
friend,
That's some
that's
commitment.
true.
Anyway,
Burns.
Yes.
Montgomery.
Yes.
You know that they have like spell scrolls, and you are pretty sure that Welgar has some raise the dead spell scrolls somewhere.
Maybe in the library?
away. In the
Probably in
Pan
the
library.
temple. Were there any battles that happened in the past in Saltmarsh? Would Welgar know about that?
Oh, Welgar
Like
would
any other
probably-
times?
would probably know about
Were
it.
there maybe incidences where Saltmarsh was attacked previously, like back in the past?
Is that
before
something you would have
times.
talked to him about?
Probably.
He would have told you about it
I was
regardless.
about to say, I would not have asked Welgar about that, but it definitely would have come up
Yeah.
when I asked him, like, do you think it's going to rain today?
Make a history check to see how much you remember and how
Okay.
much you were paying attention.
Okay, that's fair. I will.
Trying to think of a way to make it an
Oh.
advantage, but I can't come up with a logical way to make that an advantage.
I think it should be an advantage because
Barnacle's a nice person, and I feel like she wouldn't completely ignore her friends.
Well, because Fernando was also listening, so two of us were listening.
You literally just got Fernando like 2 weeks ago. You are talking about Welgar over the years pontificating.
What
at
about my other secret thing that also could have been listening?
Other secret thing.
All right, I'm sorry I said anything.
No, it's an advantage, and I feel like it's an advantage. Oh, damn it!
You don't remember.
Can I use my inspiration from way back when to try
No.
again?
No.
From Friday.
Yeah. Use my Friday inspiration.
I feel like
No.
that's canon. She's always getting inspiration.
Listen, inspiration expires at the beginning of every episode.
You gotta use it, baby. Use
You
it.
use it or
lose it.
I've lost a lot of it.
It's hard to remember. Inspiration is the hardest thing to remember to use or that you
Of
have. at
all of D&D, inspiration is the hardest.
It's really
part.
rough. I always.
So
Well, I
helpful
don't know
when you
anything
remember.
about the past, but we probably have some scrolls and stuff, and maybe some Raise the Dead scrolls, Benjamin, to answer your question.
Right. I'm not sure how many.
Wilgar might have told me other things, but I was not paying attention.
Not sure how many skeletons are going to be able to protect us in the water over here.
And so what Anders just pulled from Welgar there for a second. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Matty liked that one. Anders also brings up the fact Welgar also brings up the fact that not Welgar. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Anders brings up the fact that the merfolk are ready to help, and the Lokatha.
Colacanth. No, what are they?
Hold on. These boys. These boys are also there
They're fishy.
to help.
They're delishy, probably.
Oh, these guys.
Have
Yeah.
you tasted one of them before?
Welgar has.
Oh,
Apparently he used to be a whaler, so you can imagine.
Mm-mm.
He ate sentient
Wilgar the
flesh.
Whaler.
Yeah, Welgar brine-handed.
Whalegar.
Carries
Oh,
a
I
heart.
thought you were trying to imply he had a fetish for these fish.
He's a
That
fish
seal look-
fucker.
That seal looks disturbingly hairy. Like I've seen seals, they're not usually that hairy.
It's a shaggy seal. It's from the Arctic.
Check you see.
They had more hair back then.
Yeah.
They had more hair
Ben.
back then. This
This
is
is
the
the thing.
past.
Yeah,
Spencer.
this is from global warming.
This is from global warming, though.
All right, and refresh my memory, Anders. How much can your house provide, and how much does the local guard have?
I have upwards of 50 men in my employ, and the guard has somewhere around the same.
All right, that sounds like plenty. I mean, like 100 people, well, plus us, like that's like 110
We're sort of
people.
like 50 people, the six of us.
Yeah, like 150 people, and then we got a dragon, and we
You
go
have a
fight the
dragon?
big
Excuse me, you have what?
oh sorry, ghost dragon. We got a ghost dragon.
It's a spectral dragon, Gian. Like we're ignoring him, like we're just like
What?
Spectral
What?
ghost dragon.
What do you mean?
Well, we'd show you, but then we'd have to not be able to use him. So her, it's a lady.
Today, I think it's like once a day.
Well,
So
it's
week,
well, so
I
it's
think.
once per
Oh, it
day,
is
but I
per
think
day.
we can save it. It's something like we save it up to it 7 days, and then we get that much fucking juice out of her. Some shit like.
I never got a stat block personally. I was just told it was once a week.
I think I remember something about a week max, but it doesn't matter right now. We're not fighting this thing right now. We can look at that up at
I'm
any point in the
wondering
next
if I
2
just
weeks.
have it on hand, because that's something
But-
that I might have just kept around.
Maybe, but will that push the game back?
Oh no, leave me alone. Keep talking.
All right.
It's a dragon.
But
don't know.
you know, I think we could just go and fight him and beat him up and stuff. It'll be great.
I think would
What
win.
about
I don't
asking
know.
that wizard to help
Yep.
out too? You know that wizard that like trained.
Kaladek, the
That guy
He
who
was an
sucked.
unhelpful wizard. He
Spoken.
was unhelpful.
Yeah.
Dimitri, we aren't there.
And then suddenly you all walk in.
Bursting through the
Dimitri,
door.
there's something that you wanted to know.
We have an absolute problem. Hold on, everything. Forget
No.
everything
So
we.
Garen comes in first.
And I burst in after him and
And
screamed.
he immediately says, "Sir, there is something that needs to come to your attention."
Forget
And-
everything that you were just talking about. Whatever it was, put it out of your mind. We won't talk about it for another 2 weeks. I saw the red again.
See, Ben immediately like pulls a dagger up.
No.
But you,
I'm
but you
fine.
look okay.
I'm
Dimitri
fine.
also points
It
to
wasn't-
himself.
It wasn't the legit thing. It was Shern.
So you just saw a color.
Shern flashed the red.
So
And
he's Skaren's going to interrupt you and say, "This is exactly what I'm talking about, sir. This person who you have let into your home has admitted to me to losing time, not being aware of his own actions, and he has put some sort of color image in my brain. I would like to urge you to
I am not
no
responsible for
longer
this.
put your health and safety and trust in these people. I urge you,
We
sir."
just had such a nice moment, and now you're going to be a fucking dick about it.
What? I look at him
Can
and
I
I'm just
make-
like, what the fuck is this?
Can I tell
Oh.
if he's being like completely sincere or whether there's this like looking at him, is he looking super earnest?
Insight check.
Man, I just trust that he isn't.
I just trust he's not.
I'm hurt, Scarron. I thought we had an understanding.
He's pretty hard to read.
Can I also do an insight check?
Sure.
Let's all do inside checks.
I don't trust him. That's my stance.
That's a history check, my man.
God, because it was pretty low.
The lettering on these things is really tiny. It's hard for me to see.
24 is pretty good.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh,
My.
Barney's insightful. Burns got a little insight.
Ooh.
Ooh, a little insight into
uh,
scare.
Okay. Dimitri and I will be right back.
What?
Dimitri or
What?
or
Why does
Emma?
Dimitri get a secret?
Barney's?
Wait. Just Barney.
Oh, that's Barney.
Yeah.
I'm
That-
insightful.
The 24. I'll give it to both of you. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, 16's pretty good too, but
yeah,
Barney, you
nailed
did
it.
it.
Finally got a roll on him.
Yeah,
It's only been a whole
Hey, hi guys, welcome to the insight room.
Ooh,
So both of you got a high enough insight. Oh no, I have to assign your audio to it too. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I think you're in.
God fucking damn it.
This is fun. No, this is good.
I
Okay.
hate this.
that was comical.
I was like, why can I still hear Jimmy? Anyways.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say phone. Okay. So
Okay, fair enough.
with a 24, you feel this a lot more, and Dimitri with a 16, you get an inkling of this. But essentially, he is seizing a moment. He is anxious. He is earnest in wanting you all out of the situation and out of the room. The motivations you feel are not necessarily for the safety of the mission or for Onder Solmar. So he is legit in his want to oust you, but his motivations are unclear to you all.
Kind of sounds manipulative.
It's very he's pulling a manip.
Hmm.
Classic manip.
And at 24, I still can't get insight into the motivation that's there, the true motivation.
I don't know. Did you
Ooh.
get a natural 20?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You rolled a 17. Which is very
Well-
high.
Well, what if
Huh?
Fernando also listens?
God, Jesus Christ.
What if Fernando backs me up?
What if I tell the crab psychically, I am intuiting that this guy is being manipulated?
No.
I can't do that. I can't
Okay.
psychically talk to the lobster
No.
that's psychic.
All right, Dimitri, I gotta kick you out of the room. That is what you found out with
No.
your 16. Okay, bye.
Now, what did Fernando find out?
What you pick up is an underlying lust for power. And that's what I'm going to give you.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay.
No, tell me the whole answer. Who's the murderer? Tell me, Dave.
It was
Come on.
no, Emily, sorry, they were right. It's Coco Lavere. It's Genevieve was the murderer.
No, she's my
I
favorite.
know. She's everyone's favorite.
Ah.
And you know what? Shern was an accomplice.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right.
Guys, the meeting. Guys,
It's
Dane's
being
back.
recorded
Shh,
now.
Dane's back. Shh.
Okay, hey, wait, before we start going, can Emily try speaking?
You're muted.
Her
Your phone
phone's
is muted.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. That
Okay.
was hilarious.
You couldn't hear us, but we thought it was great.
Oh no, I heard you.
Oh, okay.
That's even better.
And but like it took me 10 seconds to figure out why I could still hear you. And I was like, well, this is weird. Dane's doing the breakout room wrong. Oh.
I mean, you're not right. You're not wrong. So Anders is going to look at you all quizzically and then look back at Wave Chaser and say, Scarin, these are incredibly dire accusations that you're making. Are you saying you wish I exile this group, the Flaming Drakes?
Dimitri comes up to Anders Salmar and gives him his most sincere look of concern, trying to win him over in a trusting way,
Make a persuasion check.
just looking like the cutest little cinnamon roll
Oh,
that
I
you
know
couldn't
what you're-
possibly
I
put
know
out
what
in the
you're going.
rain.
Oh man, and that what's
That's
with
a charisma
the
check?
Yeah,
Or
we
persuasion?
decided to build a seawall.
I'm gonna say persuasion.
yeah, make a persuasion check.
Damn, only a 12
Well,
with advantage? No.
No, what?
It's a
Same,
12,
yes,
get
with
it?
advantage. You get it.
Yeah,
This
because
is
Yeah,
fine.
you
well,
definitely get
for-
advantage on this one.
Guys,
Yeah,
Dane, they're
Lost
both
advantage
12.
for the cute.
No,
you-
Dane,
What?
do you
What?
get the joke? They're both 12s.
What?
oh yeah,
I get it.
He wasn't looking at the chat.
good joke.
Is that inspiration kind of joke or
That's a good
Oh
juke
my
right
God.
there.
Yeah.
My
If you
dude.
use it immediately on this roll,
Ye-
it's an inspiration.
Wait, do
Literally-
you get inspiration if the joke is about you?
You're forcing Dane to drink. You're driving him to drink.
I picked
You're
a
gonna
wrong day to stop drinking flat water out of a can. Okay.
You're gonna smash that can on his skull.
I have one I could do that with. I'm not gonna do it. It hurts. Okay.
God, So good.
So he does kind of pats you on the shoulder and understands what you're doing here, and Scarin says, "Sir, these miscreants."
I would like to step in and say, Anders, I give you my word as a sailor, a musician, and a lover. I am a victim here.
Wait,
We're gonna
hold
move
on.
right past it. We're gonna move right on past it.
Did you
Just
have
hold
sex with,
on.
did you have sex with this man?
Does Timberstock fuck?
Hold on.
Did we
This is
just
a-
learn
this is
Timberstock
possible-
fucks?
This is too big a revelation to just stop. I know we're talking about a war.
We all thought he was a virgin this whole time.
Especially after that Cherie incident.
Yeah, especially after that. We thought he was getting extra virgined.
He got the revirgined, is the thing.
Yeah, revirgined.
Wait. After what?
You got you almost had a three-way with
Oh yeah,
Cherie
that.
and-
No, that was
no, not Cherie. With Cherie.
with
Yeah.
the captain. The captain.
Captain
of,
Blackheart, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
Ben.
So I give you my word. I am just as much a victim here as anyone else, and we are. I am not the one responsible, and neither are any of my compatriots.
I'd like to be moving into a position as stealthily as possible behind Wave Chaser
Scarin?
at this point.
Also, Fernando has seeped out of Barnacle's cloak and is now kind of just floating above Wave Chaser, rumbling, just to make Wave Chaser look ominous.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be like, look how untrustworthy he is.
Ben,
And
make a
evil
stealth check
vibe.
for me, please.
21.
21. That's pretty.
Gian goes ahead and says, "Wait, Tracer, you just want us out of here because we know that you definitely framed Dick Bones for murder."
And with that, Barnacle thunders.
Go.
Murder.
You see a slight I'm gonna say everybody sees this, his like side of his face kind of twitches a little bit, like a and then Anders is going to come up to him and put both hands on each of his shoulders, like, you know, like holding him in front of him and saying, he's going to say in a like a lower hushed voice, earnestly, "My friend, you have been a loyal and trusted advisor since I was a child. This time for Saltmarsh is very important. I cannot let you go to pieces now when I need you the most. Now I understand your need to protect me, the Solmar estate, and the town. But these people," and he gestures to all of you, "these people are not our enemy." Scarin's face is a mask of just veiled contempt. His lips begin to curl and he says, "Of course, sir. I apologize for speaking out of turn. I will be in my quarters."
No,
And he
hold on.
turns
Wait, I want
and,
to try and stop him.
well, he turns and Ben's right behind him. So
Wait, was Ben about to do something? I don't want to interrupt.
It was mostly seeing where this was going, but
Just in case.
yeah, it was more just, yes, insurance, but I definitely wouldn't be hiding the fact that I was right behind him. So I'd probably be like glaring as he
Like
turns around.
a couple steps back.
Yeah.
Not like in his
I guess if he's being stopped, I kind of just want to put a hand out and be like, "What? I'm sorry. What the fuck?"
What can we do to assuage your fears, sir?
Friends.
Because
What did we do to upset you this moment specifically?
specifically,
Anders,
Especially because I don't know about no red shit.
well, I mean, Timberstack announced it that he saw
Yeah.
red.
I
Yeah, well, I don't
told
know why he'd
everyone.
be upset about that.
Okay, so just to recap,
He's putting on airs, is all I mean.
no, not necessarily. So he found out from Timberstack that he has lost time and that he has done things against his will and not remembered doing them. So according to Scare and Wave Chaser, this poses a liability directly to Anders Solmar because there is an uncontrolled agent in his house. So he immediately went into defense mode and came to notify his lord, as it were.
acted with
It just
extreme
seems too
prejudice.
suspect to me.
He acted with extreme prejudice as well.
I mean, he already doesn't like you guys very much.
And
And
he is in the wrong, to be clear.
I mean, sure, but
We're
I'm
great.
explaining-
We're very likable.
I'm explaining.
To be fair, we've accused him of murder.
We can't
It
threaten
just seems
him.
like there's more going on, is all I'm saying. To me.
I mean, that's
there
fine,
is.
but
There
saying-
is.
saying like
so that's why I'm like,
what the fuck means to me, like, why are you acting this way? So I'm explaining kind of why, because he came in,
What
told
his fuck
Anders,
is.
you
What the
have an
fuck?
uncontrolled
what is
agent.
the fuck?
He came in and told Anders that there was an uncontrolled agent, and based on that information, he doesn't trust the rest of you now, and he's trying to alert Anders of this. Anders understands the need for him to defend, but he also trusts you more. So that's kind of what's happening here. To answer the what the fuck.
Maybe and I'll add to the what the fuck. Like we've been like you trusted us with literally everything else, and it's been fine. Like, come on.
Scarin looks down and to the left a little bit, and he says, Cinder, you don't have a surname, do you? It's just Cinder?
Correct.
Okay. Lady Cinder, you do make a point. I apologize to the Flaming Drakes.
This is not what we are looking for. We don't need an apology.
We just
If
want
I-
to know.
No,
Offended.
you're still apologizing.
We just want to know if we can there's anything we can do to make you trust us at this point.
Well, I don't know, Timber. That is asking.
I
a lot.
need to go to my chambers.
All right, let's
Sir,
let the
I step to
If
the
you
side.
will.
let's let the man leave.
And Anders has a concerned look on his face, and he says, go on, Scarin, you may return to your quarters. I will speak with you soon. And Scarin gives a curt nod, doesn't look at you, Ben, as he passes very close by you, of course. And he retreats.
As he's walking away,
Yeah.
as he's walking away, Fernando rains on him a little bit. Barnacle goes,
Does not
Fernando, no.
No,
Fernando,
inside.
no.
not inside. That's bad for
No, come back here. And she calls him back to his bottle.
usually
Just
he's so
goes-
much better behaved. We have
I'm
newspaper.
so sorry. He hasn't been out in a while.
He died recently. Right.
control
So
battle.
Anders is going to let out a deep, like held breath that he had, and say, to all assembled here, I apologize for my man's actions.
Yeah, you should fire him. I know he's like being
That
a nanny
is-
for a long time, but
That
my
is
gosh.
out of the question, Cinder.
He's probably he was
trust
doing
that
that
man with
shady
my
stuff.
life.
We told you. I'm pretty sure we told you.
I don't think you understand the level of bond that we have together.
I'm just saying.
And
Don't
all right, if you say you trust him with your life, we'll continue to trust him as well. But he rubs us the wrong way. in a
He's
lot
too
of
many
ways.
inconsistencies, that one.
He is
We need
very
you to be.
brusque, and he is very passionate about this family and the
As
city of
long-
Saltmarsh.
As long as you're aware of our feelings.
I think
Dimitri looks at Anders Salmar and goes,
I kind of just want to use
Thank you, Dimitri.
my
Yeah.
powers of persuasion
Oh yeah.
to just sort of leave a seed of like just keep an eye on him is all we are asking.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion check.
but did Dimitri's question get across?
The question of,
Do
are you in
still
love with
us?
him? Are
It's
you in
a,
love? Oh, I thought you were just saying like we
It's
love
a 13.
Anders.
It's not that bad at a 13.
Dimitri, I am interpreting your heart hand gesture as a question of whether or not I am in love with my manservant. I would say that he is the closest thing to a father I have. So in that way,
Father.
yes.
Mm.
Cinder,
Dimitri nods his head, understanding. Hmm.
Cinder, I also understand where you're coming from. His actions have become,
Erratic.
I will not say erratic. No,
I will.
that is fair, and you're entitled to your opinion. But you do not know him.
We've been
I
here
would
long
say,
enough. I don't know. There's
Jesus,
something to.
would you let
there's
me
something
talk,
to-
Jimmy? Just let
Go
me say
then.
things.
Go.
Let him talk.
Every
Let the man
sentence I've
speak.
said, you've interrupted with some quippy remark. Just let him talk.
I'm. This is the mood.
No, I get it, but you're gonna piss him off. So just keep that in mind. This is sensitive stuff. So he's gonna say, I hear what you're saying, Cinder, and I take your point. His moves have become less dependable since you all arrived, and I do not know why. I will try and find out.
Okay, that's great. But can we go like fight that big ship now?
So you guys literally came back this morning.
Right. Can
Yeah.
we have a night to sleep, please, Gian?
Okay, one night, but now that we came here, we're gonna get all the like people to go fight, and then we'll go fight, right? Like that. I thought that was the plan.
I don't know
It
if we
was
have enough
indeed, it
ships to
is.
get 100 men and leave Saltmarsh with none.
It's true. We do not have any war vessels. We have mostly fishing ships. This fight would happen on the water. And many of those ships would be sank. I do not think we can risk that. The livelihood of this town.
How
We
much
have-
fire?
Do we
Sorry.
have the resources to enlist the blacksmith to and any other craftsmen to create cannon or ballista?
Perhaps ballista. Cannon fire is within a week. Rather difficult. We will see
How
what we can
much-
do.
Dimitri
much-
casts candlelight and says, like, gesturing, like, what about magic?
Magic. Magic is
I could.
in short supply here. Yes, Timberstack.
I could beseech my teacher.
You are under the tutelage of a magic user.
The local wizard, Kaladak.
At this, he looks very surprised and says,
I know. I'm not happy about it, but the more I learn, the better I get. So
You do you do know that he has. We have suspicion that he has ties with smuggling groups and pirates. Yes.
We oh yeah, that's right. That is one of the reasons I took up the tutelage, was to get a bit of an inside ear on him.
Interesting.
And
You took that ear. Interesting.
Yes. Oh, you know me. I can be very persuasive.
And you can.
I could ask him for help, perhaps, but he'd definitely have a price. He's a stingy old bastard.
Yes, in my experience, Kaladek is, as you would say, a real douche.
Quite, and I appreciate the reference. But
The candor, indeed.
the candor, indeed.
Well, there will be a meeting tonight, as was previously stated. I would like you all to be there.
Should I reach out to Kaladek?
If you wish. This is
I'll go over it with the group and
Out
see.
of character, Timber should probably explain the red to him.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was gonna go over that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Before we will. I'm sure Captain and I look to Cinder. We will be at the meeting.
Of course.
Oh, right. So, I did want to inform you as much as I can about what exactly threw Scarron for such a loop. So, to start, I several months. Is it months or weeks at this point?
Who's to say? There,
several
Natty.
weeks to months ago.
I think weeks, months is a
yeah.
good. That's a
Several
good
weeks to months
signifier.
ago.
It was last year in real time, so
Skyfall.
ah,
It was just like
Before.
the festival. Yeah.
Mhm.
So a week or so before Skyfall, during the one of the fairs, I lost my way of some kind in some way and lost a significant chunk of time in memory. And the only memory I have is of the color red.
interesting.
And a bright scarlet color is just.
And the rest of
overtaking
you are aware of this?
Barney actually found me floating in the surf, which is how I came back.
And you all agree to work with him continuing on?
I mean, we are keeping a close eye on him, certainly.
Well,
What-
then there was the second time when I'm trying to be as honest as I can here.
I stop you, and I kind of give you a look, bless you, and I'm just like,
Well, at any rate,
we are watching.
there was a second
our eyes
time
on him.
I was, I was able to be shaken out of it because my friends were keeping an eye on me, and before I did any, before I was able to get away or do any kind of damage. But it did send me after one of our own crew. And I look back to Ben, who
And I'm sort of I'm trying to like stop you.
okay,
It's not
okay.
working.
It's
Okay.
Like literally, this
All
is
right,
the
all right.
exact
So
thing I was like
basically-
trying to get you to not say.
Okay. Sorry. Basically, we've had it under control. It's been months since I've had any kind of
that's good enough for me.
inclination like that, which brings us to today. So it's been months. I have not had any kind of, differences or any kind of change or lost time or any, inclination of the color red. Besides on the murder scene, we did find what was it, a scrap of cloth, or was it a kerchief of some kind?
It was just a ribbon or
The ribbon,
something
yeah,
like that, right?
a ribbon that was actually the exact color, and that threw me for a bit of a loop. But anyway, brings us to today. It's been months. I went down with Dimitri, and we decided to try to what's the word I'm looking for? Consort with our psychic lobster Shern, and
I'll never get over the fact that you have a psychic lobster, and I love it.
yeah, I kind of gesture to Dimitri to like show off Shern.
Interesting.
He communicates through psychic projection of images and feelings. And the second he was brought out, he broadcast that color.
In my library.
In your library. It was me, Scarron, and Dimitri in there with Shern.
Did you look out the window?
I didn't know there was a window.
Can I roll to see if I looked out the window?
Nobody looked out a window.
Damn
or
it, we
went
didn't know
to
there was
look.
a window.
Nobody went to look like if there was anyone else in the room. You just were all kind of together. So
Well, I
was
didn't
a-
really have a lot of time.
I-
You cut away.
Yeah, we were a bit flustered. I did not look out the window.
well, if there were any other acting parties, then perhaps they were outside of the house.
Well, perhaps
Aaron
somebody
has
would've-
this place pretty secure. I will tell you this. I am going to be talking to Scarron about this. I do trust all of you. He kind of pointedly looks at Ben, because you are the kind of the silent sentinel type.
Sure.
He has been the one. He has been the one keeping an eye
Dimitri, you're the silent
on me. Verbal type.
magic type, but I don't know. I feel like Ben seems like more of a protector,
Somehow-
and you seem more of the empath. You know what I mean?
Somehow, even being mute, you communicate more than Ben.
It's very true. So I appreciate your forthrightness, but as I've said, I do trust you all. So
Right.
I will see you tonight at the meeting.
Oh, for the love of God.
I believe you know the way out. Scarron will not be walking you out.
Well, that's
As he shouldn't, honestly.
really. He needs to chill out.
It's a
Dimitri
part of
does
his
the whole
job.
book thing again.
Oh, did you need to find some? Did you find anything, Dimitri? Oh, you want to stay
Pointing
at
in the
library?
direction of the library.
You want to stay at the library? Right.
What are you going to look for
Is there a magnifying glass in the room?
in this room?
Yes.
Maybe on the desk. Sure.
He does this to his eye, like
You're
Like
going
I'm
to
looking for clues.
clues on what exactly?
and then he points to something red in the room.
Oh, you're researching the color red. Okay.
The significance of the color.
Dimitri, if you would like to spend more time in the library, I do not see why you wouldn't be able to.
Timber really, really wants to know more too, but he's so fucking tired.
Yeah, no, I think you guys all right. So he
Can I request that Barnacle stays with Dimitri for reasons not disclosed yet?
standing stone
Yeah.
related reasons.
Yeah, she'll stay.
All right. So Dimitri and
I
Barney
might happen to
staying,
stumble across a book, whatever.
staying in the library. Cinder, Gian,
She'll
Ben,
stay.
and Timber are heading out. You guys
But
have
Barnacle's kind of like half flipping through books, also just like sort of resting. She's getting in a little bit of a rest.
Well, Dimitri's like pretty frantic. So he's looking around the room. He's trying to see if there were any like hidden compartments where someone could have hid, first and
Okay.
foremost.
All right.
Investigation check.
Well, how long do you guys want to be doing this? So right now we're going to set up what you guys are doing throughout this day before the meeting.
There's a bunch of
you-
things I want to do in this library.
Okay. Well, how long do you want to spend doing that?
The investigation of the room itself, at least 30 minutes.
How long do you want to stay in the library in total?
2 hours.
Okay. Bernie, you're going to do that?
Yeah. and she's going to help Dimitri with whatever Dimitri wants.
Sure.
Can I list off all the things
If
I wanna
Dimitri's
do?
like, let's check the room for things, Barnacle's like, okay. If he's like,
Uh,
let's read about this, Barnacle's like, okay.
All right. Hold your thought. Gian, is there anything you'd like to be doing today?
Gian wants to go ahead and talk with Eleander Fireborn.
Okay.
And like, Gion's a fighting person, but he's not like a war game person. So he wants to like get some tactical perspective on like what someone who actually knows battles maybe sort of thinks about the whole thing. I think that's his main thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Cinder, do you have a plan for the day?
No, I feel like Cinder's just wanting to rest, honestly. Like,
right. Ben?
Ben is going to follow Dimitri and Barney into the library, but he's going to spend some time researching pirates.
Just pirates. Got it.
I take that back. I want to actually stick next. I want to. After all this talk, I feel.
Well, someone should go with Gian is the thing.
Well, I'm gonna stick with Timber.
Gion's fine on his own.
After all this red shit, you really want to be alone?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's. I feel guilty about being like, no, it'll be fine. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if it's gonna be fine. It's fine if somebody's watching him. So I'm like, maybe I'll watch you.
Timber, what do you want to do today?
Well, he doesn't necessarily want to. Okay, if anyone's going back to the ship, he will.
Nobody's going back to the ship yet.
No one's going back to the ship. Okay, then he is.
We got 3 library cats. We got
All right.
1 Eleander Fireborn, and Cinder's tagging along with you wherever you go.
Okay, yeah. All right. I think he's gonna go for a walk. He needs to think. He just really needs to think right now.
You use your skates? Are you walking
No,
fast?
I'm walking.
Just you're hoofing it.
Yeah, I mean,
If you're gonna
just-
walk, can you go to those standing stones?
So to be
like-
clear,
yeah.
I'm not like I'm not spying on Timber.
No,
like
no, no,
I'm
no,
letting my intentions be known. So I guess how do you react to that?
please. I could use someone to talk to.
Okay, cool.
Great. So how long of the day are you planning on walking?
I really don't think Gian should be going alone. So can Barnacle go with Gian then? If Ben's gonna be, I'm serious. Like, I don't think it's a good
Yes,
idea.
but how is Dimitri communicating this? Because you just asked Barnacle to
He
come.
pushes Barnacle out of the room then and says and points at Gian and then holds hands.
Gian, do you announce that that's what you're going to do?
I think, they go off to the library in my mind, and then the rest of us leave the building.
Yeah,
I don't know that we're
that's kind of
gonna
how I see it going.
discuss our plans
Fuck.
for the day in the middle of this guy's like office.
God, and everyone.
Just let it, Dimitri.
Spokane and
Dimitri,
everyone.
let it happen. Let it happen. It's gonna happen.
I think Dimitri is on the right track and is doing the research, but you can't do everything. So you're doing one thing at a time, and right now you are researching that thing for a couple hours. Gian, you're going on a walk. Ben, you're researching. Timber, you're going on a walk. Cinder, you're with Timber. Okay.
Yeah, and you asked me how long I was gonna walk for. What time is it now in the day? Like, is it like afternoon?
I'd say it's no. So you guys got there pretty early in the morning. So I'd say it's like 9 a.m.
Okay. Yeah.
And the meeting's at like 6 or something.
Yeah.
It's in the evening. Yeah.
You guys got a whole day.
He is going to where's Andre's house again on this map?
It is number. I believe it's number 20 or 21. Let me look it up.
Okay, I think it's 20. If it's 20 and our house is 26, yeah.
Our house is on the corner right here.
Your tiny house is like near 22. So 20.
Wait, I thought we
20
had
is-
the haunted house.
We
The
have
haunted
both.
house.
We have this one here.
Haunted house isn't here on this map.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No, the haunted
Which
house is
one?
like way up this way.
Way up up east.
I believe so.
Okay. Jeez. Okay, in that case, he's just gonna walk to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk kind of back to the ship, and I think that's kind of just where his feet take him.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's like-
4 miles. The haunted house is 4 miles east.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
ship is just a very short jaunt from Anders'
It's
mansion.
just
Yeah.
a jump to the left. That's what it is.
It like he
His
just his feet just take him to the shore. Honestly, he just like he kind of goes to the boat and walks past it and goes to the beach and just kind of ends up sitting in the sand.
Yeah.
Just thinking. He's I don't know if this is an RP moment, but
Not yet. Not yet.
okay. So yeah,
You've
that's
dominated
the day.
the conversation for the last while, so we're gonna take a timber stack break. And he mutes.
To be clear on my research, I'm trying to establish identity and then,
I know.
and
I
then
know,
also get a history of incursions into the area to see if there's any strategic information about pirates coming in.
Timber, you don't have to go off camera.
I know when I'm not wanted.
Oh,
Oh,
dramatic.
I'm
fuck.
kidding. I love you guys, and I know
You've got to
love
go
me.
off camera with Cinder though, if you're going to do that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
right.
thing.
You guys, I'll put you in a breakout.
Yeah, let's go have a
room.
talk,
Have your
Cinder.
convo. Okay.
breakout room.
So much fun. Okay, Ben. So you're looking for 2 different things. I'm going to ask how long you spend on each of those things.
Can I ask one thing, Ben? Did you make it known to any of us what you're researching?
I'd imagine that if Barney or Dimitri asked me while I was in the library, I wouldn't hide it, but I wasn't going around announcing it either.
All right.
I'm looking
I
for
probably
pirates.
All right. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Never mind then.
I would say I would ask, and when Ben said I'm looking for history of incursions, I would say, oh, great idea. I tried to remember what Welgar said, and I didn't.
True.
Amount of time, I'd imagine we took a short rest on the way back, correct? So, or not a short rest, a long rest on the way back, correct?
Yeah.
So I think I'd be feeling spry enough that I'd probably be spending it. Yeah, I'd probably leave if Barney and Dimitri have left and I felt successful enough. Otherwise, I'd probably be staying there most of the day.
Okay. So like good 4 or 5 hours.
I mean, if it's 9 and the thing's not until 6,
Yeah,
until
I thought it was 12,
until I got too
so-
hungry to leave. So
Like lunchtime,
like-
you take a break for lunch.
yeah, I mean, I probably snack on whatever I have with me and then probably peace out around 4.
Okay.
If
7
we find
hours.
what we're looking for, I would go maybe talk to Welgar, but not if Dimitri's still researching.
Okay.
He's gonna be in there for a minute.
Okay.
Cool.
And not if you had less than
Ben-
3 hours until you had to be somewhere.
Ben, let's start with do you want to start with pirates or incursions?
I think I'd start with the pirates.
All right, give me an investigation check. Do it at advantage because you're putting some time into it.
26.
Because you've seen pirates before.
And he has seen pirates before. Yeah, you get a you said incursions, right?
Well, I was looking for pirate identities, information, and incursions.
Right. And you started with incursions.
No, I started with pirates.
So you started with pirates. Okay.
Yeah.
So you find several tomes that kind of catalog known pirate culture. You get a lot of info on the sea princes and kind of how they came up. You get a little pirate history there.
Has he come across black spots?
you get information about what a black spot is. It is a death sentence to in pirate culture. You find out that pirates are superstitious, very, very superstitious, but also like pseudo-religious. It's whatever suits them at the time. They often dress in the garb of the people that they overtake, which tends to be like more fancier or military ships. So, you know, they don't go after fishermen often, at least not the sea princes.
Okay, was there enough there to like establish like signs or symbols or ways to identify them, or they identify themselves?
With a 26? Hell yeah, dude.
Okay. So part of my 9th level thing is spending a week learning it. Do you think I require more research, or at this point it's more document crafting and creation, or
I'd say,
whatever?
yeah, you have a good
Or
lead.
garb? Yeah. Okay.
You have a good lead. So like I see going forward, studying the way of speaking, like there's not a lot about way of speaking, so you might have to spend more time in the empty net like we spoke about to kind of get that, but you've got a base knowledge with this and you know where to go from here.
Okay.
All right.
And now for incursion, I assume?
No, we're gonna keep moving. Dimitri, make an investigation check for where people can hide. Seeing if somebody could be out the window.
I'm just first and foremost, I'm checking the room to see if anyone was there.
That's what I'm saying.
Signs? Huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So make an investigation for that and do it at advantage because you've got 2 15s again. You do not find any false walls, but there's like one of those shitty balconies outside of the window that's like a pseudo balcony. It's like there's like kind of a railing and there's like this much space and you're like, why
Juliet balcony?
This? What's that?
The Juliet balcony.
That's what it's called. Of course, that's what it's called.
Is this on the second floor or the first floor?
You guys are on the second floor.
Okay.
So there's that, and there's some ivy growing on the outside of the building. But there are no secret compartments. Nobody's under the bed. Nobody's behind the bookshelf. All right.
Can I look? So I wanted to look into, like, you know, mind control with colors or like images.
We'll do that one next. We're going to Gian now. Gian, you are making your way downtown, walking fast, going to, where exactly are you going? You going to guard headquarters?
Yeah, definitely guard headquarters. Is
what, Cinder? What?
That got me. I don't know. Where are you going?
where exactly are you going? Go ahead, Cinder. Oh, Gian.
Yeah, I'm going to guards quarters.
Guards quarters. Okay, so that's, I believe that's 2 on the map.
I want to say yes.
Well, go ahead and say it.
For God's sake.
I don't have the key to the map in front of me.
Well, no, say the word yes then.
Just say yes.
Yeah.
To the dress.
Yes to the dress. Yeah. What?
There you go. You are right. That is the barracks and the jail. Okay, so you're going, I don't know. You're going through town. What's your passive perception?
Ooh, that's gonna be a solid, maybe
Solid
13.
maybe.
13.
A 13, that's not bad. Okay. I'm going to say that you get to, it's still pretty early in the morning, right? So it's about 9 a.m. You get around here. And Let me see here. Here we go. Okay. You said 13. Somebody's following you.
Do I see who it is?
Yeah. I mean, they seem to be a normal person, but they're definitely following. You notice that somebody is following you.
Cool. As soon as I notice someone's following me, I walk directly towards them and say, "Hello, why are you following me?"
Of course. I love it.
All right.
No one thought it was a good idea to go with him, huh?
No, it was a good idea. This is funnier.
And also, there was no reasonable excuse to do it.
I mean, I feel
I
like
was
I would be
literally
on
going
high
to
guard
police-
after this red thing happened again and to use a buddy system.
Well, I mean, in Gion's mind, A, that's never going to happen to him. And B, also he's going to the police station. He should be theoretically the safest.
Right.
Oops.
Also, he's fucking massive.
Does a 17 or a 14 hit?
Hit.
I'm pretty sure both of them do.
Oh, fuck.
So this person
No.
from seemingly nowhere pulls out a short sword and begins slashing at you.
You're
Okay,
just in the middle of the street?
Yep.
Okay.
cool.
Both of them hit?
Yep.
Okay, take 29, 28. Oh, I gotta do some math here.
Fucking entered combat, you guys. I'm so mad.
But isn't it
No,
interesting?
we haven't even entered combat. I didn't get to roll initiative.
True.
He just
This
took
is
damage. It was like a
freaking
person-based
brutalized.
trap.
I really hope Gian gets a good look at this person at least.
62 points of damage as you
Holy shit.
heal and make a
Jeez.
DC
It says-
15 Constitution saving throw, please.
It says DC 15
Dion.
to save half of the poison.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, so make 2 Constitution saving throws or take half. There you go.
Okay, 1/2.
Okay, so that's what's half of 25?
13
12.
or 12.
Okay. So you take 50 points of damage instead.
All right.
Nice.
What do you do?
Gian rages, pulls out his big old battle axe,
Mhm.
And recklessly attacks twice.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Well, are there other people like on
Oh,
the street, or is it like a
That'll do, Gian.
scene?
That'll do, Gian.
That'll do, mate. That'll do.
Both of them hit. The first one is going to take do half. The critical is only going to do half damage.
The critical is only going to do half damage.
Mhm.
So it's a regular hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a sec. What was, oh no, he takes the half damage. Yeah, for that first one. Okay. What's the damage?
So you calculate crits in a way I don't understand.
No,
Dane,
let's
so-
do it this way.
In that case, it's going to be 29. Unless slashing and radiant are different, it's going to be oh god, math. 8 plus 6 is.
I mean, you're the chemical engineer
14.
here.
Do you know the last time I did math? I try not to as a policy.
You play a Math Rocks game, though.
Let him do
Dungeons and
math.
Dragons.
14
Math
plus
It's
29
43.
is 43.
Yeah.
43 points of damage.
43
That you
divided by
have.
2 is
21,
21,
22.
21.5.
21, and then another 14, so 34.
34.
Yeah.
You cut into this guy super deep, and he just is just kind of like gritting his teeth as you like nearly like take off his entire arm, and then your uppercut like slashes across his chest, and just blood starts pouring out, and people around you are screaming, and everyone it's going ape shit up in here.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing this, but bad choice.
He spits in your face. Okay, he's going to evade you and start running away.
I'll go ahead
Get
and take
him.
my no attack of opportunity.
No, because he evades you.
Okay. How fast does he run?
He's got a regular speed of 30 feet, so
Okay, then I can catch him. So I'm gonna catch
he's
up.
going
to
to pull out a crossbow as he's running away, though, and he's going to get you. A 9 doesn't hit, so
No.
he's almost dead.
Dane's sweating. He's like, oh my God, this is supposed to be a mystery.
Nope.
In that case, I catch up to him
Okay.
on my next turn
Hurl
and
your axe.
recklessly attack twice more.
Both hit.
Keep him alive. Keep him alive.
Do
gonna
non-lethal.
happen.
Do non.
That's not the Gion way.
I know. Nobody was with him.
Well, this guy made a bad move.
So you slice it as he's running away. You slice him in the back, and you cut off both of his legs, and he like just like, and then slides.
So it's a flesh wound, is what you're saying. It's just
Yeah.
a flesh wound.
And
Just a fresh
he
wound.
just because he's running away, and you like one hand like slice down his back, and then with the back one take out his legs, and with the inertia his body keeps going, and his legs kind of fall over, and then they like skid. And
Do
Ellie
Cinder
Under-
and Timberstack notice this? Like maybe they're
I
in
was
the
gonna
area.
say-
We're not
Where are
nearby.
we
We're
on
the
our
beach
walk?
or something.
Yeah. Ellie Under Fireborn is going to come up and say, "What the fuck is going on? Gion, did you just kill this man?"
Well, obviously, he just stabbed me. He was following me. I said, "Hi, why are you following me?" And then he stabs me.
He takes a look at your wounds and says, Jesus, son.
It's 50 points of damage.
I love that he knows Gion would not lie about this.
Jesus Christ.
Well, also
Yeah.
he sees the wounds, and there's like
Yeah.
green veins coming from the poison that's like
And
seeping
Gion's just
in.
like,
I was
Let's,
really lucky he like ran away too, because if he had just hit me a couple more times, I'd have been dead.
let's get you into headquarters. Oh my god. Yeah, he
Wait,
turned-
no, he should carcerate the wounds and hold him for questioning. What is he doing?
This man is dead. What are you talking?
he's
He has
dead.
he has no legs.
He's not player character dead. He's dead.
Now,
It would take him a couple minutes to die, you guys.
Well, okay. One of the dumbest things about D&D in my mind is that technically any melee damage you can declare is non-lethal.
Yeah.
But like, it's a great axe swung by a 7.5 foot tall barbarian. Like, it's gonna be lethal, right?
You could turn it sideways if you want.
Give him a little
Yeah.
paddle
Bring him
on
to
the bottom.
Barnacle.
slap him with it, or just like pool cue him. Just
Just do a little paddle on the bottom.
Bring him to
With
Barnacle.
the other hand, you pull cue the back of his head.
oh.
All right, so he takes you into the guards' quarters, and he gives you a health potion and heals you up some anti-venom, I guess. I don't know. But he cracks open a cold one himself, and he's like, nothing like a health potion in the morning.
So
So they didn't look at the body at all.
So expensive.
He starts drinking one with you. He's like, when you get to my age, I tell you, you gotta.
I
have
got
one of
some
these a day."
mental damage that needs healing.
Wait, so
They just drink
Fireborn
them like
doesn't.
an insurer in the morning.
So you're saying the head of police
Yeah.
does not look at the suspect, take any notes,
He-
try to identify them in any way?
He's got his, I'm sure he's got his like deputies doing all of that
The
right
threat
now
has
as they
been
clean up.
quashed.
by himself.
Yeah.
They were-
Yes,
Gian
but
picked
bring
up all
us the
parts
body.
and carried him with
No,
him.
they just left him on the street bleeding into the
It
gutter.
says clean this
Bring
thing,
us the body.
clean this guy up, and they like, take in the remains.
CSI comes through.
Bones shows up.
Bones
Zoe-
is there.
Zoe
Bones just
Deschanel.
happens to be. No, they take off a rubber mask. It's Bones.
Hell yeah.
Bones the whole time. It was Bones all the way down.
Bones all the way down.
What the hell happened out there, son?
Oh, I mean, it was just like I told you. I
Oh.
was walking to come see you. Oh, because also I got a pitch. Let's go fight the shark people. Anyways, we'll come back to that.
What?
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. But right now, okay, I can see you're really interested. Okay, let's talk about that.
Gian, you're making less sense than usual.
I'm
Start at the beginning.
always very clear. Okay, so we went to go check out the shark people, the Saugan.
Right? You're back from your
And-
mission.
Yeah, and we got there, and like there's a bunch of Saugan, and they got weapons, blah 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 blah. Cool.
Okay.
Uh,
I'd imagine we're going to get all of this information tonight at the meeting, right?
yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. And there's like numbers that someone has of the things. Doesn't matter very much.
Okay, I'll trust you on that.
Because the cool part is that they had a freaking like mind flayer and
They had a mind flayer,
yeah, they had a mind flayer there.
like on a chain.
No, but like he was on one of those big ships, not nautiloid wave chasers. that
No
they're
idea what
called.
you're talking about.
They're like really big giant ships. that
Mind
like-
flayers are from underground, son. They don't need ships. You must be mistaken. Keep going.
Okay, maybe a boat. I don't know. Anyways, it's really big and cool, and I want to go fight it there instead of it coming here. And I was gonna get your opinion on how to convince everyone instead of like,
That's suicide. You don't want to fight water people on the water. We are not water fighters.
I'm sure we could make a way. Anyway, let's talk about it. Let's talk.
We just talked about it, Gian. It's a bad idea.
But you're like a military guy. You could like find some cool strategy, right?
This isn't a Godzilla movie. We don't just pull random strategies out of our ass. If you're fighting people who excel on the water, you don't fight them on the water.
We killed like a bunch in the water. It wasn't too hard.
It was I'm not there.
You could all breathe underwater, right?
Bring in the A team.
Oh, sorry. I completely forgot to tell you. We
Uh-huh.
also have a dragon. Does that change anything?
What the fuck?
Ghost dragon. Sorry, spectral
That
ghost
doesn't
dragon.
help. Gian, I gotta be honest with you. That does not help.
Really?
I
For
thought
me
it
to
would help.
understand what he's talking about, no. Cinder on my shoulder, no. Gian, I'm glad you're safe. We're gonna find out about this assassin, I think. I'm glad you survived the hit. It seemed like a pretty powerful guy.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you. But I'm glad you're okay. You take your time. You hang out here. I'm sure we're going to we're going to talk tactics tonight. I wouldn't worry about it, but I appreciate you coming to me. And how many hits did you take from this guy?
Oh, only 2. Yeah, no, that poison is something else, man.
Yeah. Wow.
don't get poison stabbed. That's my recommendation.
I'll try not to, son. I appreciate you looking out for me. All right. So do you want to like shoot the shit with him a little bit longer, or like what do you want to do?
I mean, I figure like we're having a beer and a health potion each, so like it'll take a minute.
You're both drinking health potions.
Yeah, and like I don't know. I guess I'm asking about some of his like war stories or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, he'll talk to you about tactics. He'll talk to you about like maneuvers and things like that. I'm gonna
Can we
say
trust his men to cross-examine the criminal?
the criminal is completely murdered. The criminal
Not if you bring him to Barnacle.
is in pieces.
Did Gian not get a good look at him at all? I don't know that we got.
He
any
looked
sort of-
like a very generic person. He
just
looked
a
like a
Joe Schmo.
Saltmarshian.
Okay.
A Saltmartian. How have we not said that before?
Aliens are real.
So the body wasn't taken anywhere; it was just left in the street.
Alien. Okay, so we did go over this. He has deputies. The body was grabbed. He told them to take care of it. Okay, great. You will be able to interrogate the dead person because Barnacle does have speak with dead, I believe.
And
I have Revivify.
That won't work.
That won't work.
That's not going to work.
Well,
You have speak
Well, we're
with
in
dead?
a library. You could look up how to do it.
that's
I'm
not
gonna
how
meld
any of
into
this works.
stone and talk to him through the stone.
No, but I will
It's
say
gonna work.
Once Gian's done with chatting with Fireborn, he's gonna probably return to the library anyway, because he's like, oh, an assassin dude. I should probably talk to the assassin dude I know.
Are you talking about scared? Oh, you're talking about Ben. Okay.
Ben. Yeah.
For some reason, my mind went that like Gion's like, oh, Scared Wave Chaser kills people. I'll go talk to him.
That's not a bad idea. If Ben doesn't have any thing useful, he might go talk to Scare and Wave Chaser.
Sure. All right. Timber and Cinder.
Hi.
You guys are having a nice little walk. Describe this walk to me.
I'm just following Timber.
Romantic.
Around. So I'm just sort of like, wherever you want to go, I'm just keeping an eye.
I-
But I'm also kind of like, how you say, like being vigilant.
Head on the swivel.
Yeah.
Your muscles are taut and ready for action at any moment.
That's all the time, though. That's
The
always true.
gain on that one.
You put that at the beginning for page 1 of the book, and then you just assume it's always true for every other page.
Great.
So, yeah.
Copy paste. Baby.
Maybe.
Timber, how
Yeah.
you feeling?
Introspective. He is just like trying his hardest to think back and trying to kind of break through that barrier of red that's hiding that time, because like every time he goes back there, it's in his head, it's just that red like blanket of color.
Sure.
He's just like he's kind of like, as he walks, he's like I'm trying to use a word that doesn't sound overtly sexual. He's like, he's fondling his bracelet is what he's doing.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
he's kind of playing with his bracelet a little bit.
Fidgeting.
Yeah, he's
Word
fidgeting.
is fidgeting.
Thank you. He's fidgeting with his bracelet.
Non-sexual fondle
thank you.
is a fidget.
He's fidgeting with his bracelet as he walks, and he's kind of like rubbing his paw over the runes and kind of just like trying to think, and like his feet kind of take him to the boat, and he kind of just stares at it and just kind of just says, not really to Cinder, but kind of just out loud, All the time I wanted to be a captain. And the first chance I got, oh, did I fuck it up?
And then I'm kind of not paying attention, so I kind of, without looking back at you, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
Are you not paying attention because you're being vigilant about
Yeah.
your surroundings? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Like I heard he was saying something, but I'm just like, huh?
Yeah.
I just thought about how different things are now than they are when I set out. I left home wanting to, be a performer and shine and, change minds and have adventures and enchant people. But the second I got myself rolling out the gate, you realize that the road ain't so smooth.
I mean, it probably didn't help that you sort of pretended to be a pirate or a captain. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not.
Why did you do that?
Not saying that I didn't get in my own way. Not saying I didn't get in my own way.
There's lots of other captain though. There's lots of other jobs on a boat you could have lied about.
Yeah, I
Picking
didn't
up your
think
accent a little
that's
bit.
kind of a problem I have. Is I speak and then I think about it. It's my mouth moves faster than my brain, if that makes any sense.
It was very anime of you, to be quite honest. Like I could see a whole anime being based on that. Like a cat boy pretending to be a pirate captain. Like that sounds like a great anime. I'd watch that.
Hell yeah.
Write the manga. It'll happen. But yeah, so he's just kind of like tugging at the bracelet and staring at the ship, kind of with this like his face is a kind of contorted mask of frustration, disappointment, and fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always felt drawn to the sea. I never understood why, because I never knew anything about myself, my past, my history. And then I find out just a little bit, and it makes everything different. It makes everything else make more sense.
Cinder, make a perception check at advantage, please.
Hey. Now remind me, Jimmy the player, if you told us about your father.
I don't
Because I know that you went with Ben, but I don't remember if you told us about it.
I just told you guys that my
18.
father was. I know. I told you guys that like my dad took me out on a log canoe a couple of times.
Oh, I'm
when I was a
confused.
kid.
You talked to a tabaxi who mentioned your dad? Is that what happened?
No, I asked if he was my dad,
Okay,
and he's
that's-
like, "No, Sonny, I'm not."
Are you my dad?
Yeah,
We have
really.
the same color
Aw.
eyes.
We're
Yeah.
both cats and all.
We're all with cats have the same color eyes, and you look kind of similar to me. Are you my dad? No, but he told me that I was the stock of pirates. That I come from a line of pirates, and that this was that my bracelet is a sign of.
And
the
you did
pirate.
tell us that or not?
I did not exactly.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
No,
I don't think
mentioned
so.
it. I mentioned it to Ben.
Well, Ben went
Yeah.
with you
Ben
to
was
do the
with
heist.
me when
the information
Right.
heist.
Yeah, I overheard
when-
the whole conversation.
Yeah, Ben was
Somewhere.
with me, so Ben's the only
Yeah.
one who knows. And actually, that's what I was
Because
gonna.
when you guys got back, that's when the murder was announced.
Yeah, I
So
was
it kind
gonna
of got
actually-
overshadowed.
I was gonna actually ask Ben if he, if I knew that he was gonna research pirates. I was gonna ask him if he look up anything involving tabaxis or I was gonna. Anyway, we'll cover that.
So yeah, I've rolled an 18 on this perception check.
Yeah, you did. There is a figure on a dock nearby that has a crossbow pointed at you.
I do a safety tackle of Timber.
later. I go down.
And
go
a
down.
crossbow bolt buries into the sand behind you.
Son of a bitch.
Whatever. If there is any cover or anything, I'm
Yeah, we'll say there's some boulders and some rocks.
yeah. I carry. You know, I like I lift us both
I'm
up,
good.
and we're
I'm
both
good.
going.
I'm good. I'm with you. I'm with you. I scramble out, and I've got my crossbow out.
Cool.
Yeah.
I kind of like pop up and take a look. Can I see who shot? Is he still there?
They have rolled behind a crate.
Shit. Give me Cinder. Can you cover me? Just make sure I'm not going anywhere. Just make sure that no one's coming while I go a little blind for a moment.
Dong! Another crossbow bolt fires towards
All right,
you guys.
just stay
What are
here.
you trying to do?
I'm gonna get eyes on him, and I kind of sit down. I crouch down, and my eyes go green. And I put I'm casting clairvoyance, and I put eyes right behind him, so I can see exactly where he is, without coming up.
Yeah, he's
exactly what he's
crouching. He's got a light crossbow. He's administering poison to his blades. He has a short sword. And he is trying
Does he
to.
look crazy regular?
Yeah.
He
yeah,
looks
does he-
so regular. Oh
I
my
cast
God.
bless on ourselves just while we're
Okay.
here.
I relay all that information to Cinder. He's got poison blades, looks like daggers, a short sword, and his crossbow.
No
and
daggers.
Okay,
here.
don't get close.
Just a short sword.
Oh no, he's got a poison short sword and what looks to be a crossbow.
How far
do I
away?
see any like identifying features about him, real quick?
It's very generic.
Okay, he's a standard.
He
adult
looks
white
like
man.
a dock hand.
All right, he doesn't look too special. He's all right. Get a crossbow ready, or get something ready. Whatever you can do that's long range.
That's not what I do.
Oh shit.
I get close.
Another crossbow bolt.
All right. I
Luke.
kind of get my crossbow ready, and as I see him about, I kind of like.
You cover me. How about?
Okay.
And Dane, how
Right.
far? Sorry, I just asked this, but how far away are we? Like, how if I am to dash up to him, is that a turn?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
there longer than 6 seconds in between crossbow bolts?
Let's say this, babies.
So, oh shit.
What's a good place for this? So I think you guys are probably behind these rocks over here, huh?
Oh, is a map happening?
Which ones?
These rocks over here. I'm going to put you on the map. Do. Oh, wrong layer.
How could you?
You're not a
Hey,
GM
you are
layer.
Your mic is extremely hot right now. Just
Oh,
just
is
a
it?
heads up.
Sorry, everybody.
You're good.
It changes.
Yeah, it changes on the fly.
You suddenly became an NPR host.
Thank you. And tonight on Dungeons and Dragons, we're going to be killing the party one by one when they go off by themselves.
No.
Wouldn't want to be punished for splitting the party.
No.
Son of a bitch.
That's never happened before.
Funny because I'm always like split the party, and this one time I'm like, don't do that.
Is this better? Is this all right?
I don't see myself.
No, sound wise.
Yeah, way better.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. And then this is not what he looks like, but
I
We're
can't
gonna
control
say-
myself.
here. He's over here. That's super weird.
Oh, I
Wow.
see.
You saw it over here before.
Yeah.
Use your super jumpy shoes.
Okay, well, first, what I'd like to do.
Oh, we're going to just put the cool the jets here real quick.
Damn it!
Wait, where's Cinder? Cinder, where are you?
She's right behind me.
Yeah, I know, but in this list that I have. I have
Add.
copy of Cinder, but I don't have Cinder.
Just
Oh,
right
because
click
it's-
and add me.
It's no, I spelled it wrong. Okay.
Here.
All right. Can you move your guys yourselves?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cinder, I'm going to give you each an action, and then we're going back to Matthew.
So if you need cover, I will wait for him to until he's about to pop up and count down for Cinder. 3, 2, 1, and I will drop clairvoyance, say go, pop up, and as he's about to pop up, and blast him with magic missile.
Okay.
A second level magic missile.
Cinder, because this is a coordinated attack, he's going to attack you at disadvantage when you run.
Okay.
Where do you want to go?
I will be dashing.
Mm-hmm.
And I can get approximately here in doing so. I'm doing that, and I'm holding my shield up, and I'm yelling. It's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna resolve this, and then we're gonna go to Matthew. Timber, you want to give me an attack roll, buddy?
I don't need it. It's magic missile.
Oh, right. How much damage do you do?
So, when you cast a spell, slot using
Just cast it 3 times.
Got you.
Yeah.
One more dart. So I'm rolling 1d4. So it is.
Does a 12 hit, Cinder?
A 12? No.
Okay.
21.
3 glowing darts, right?
Great.
Okay, so that's.
So it ricochets off of your good, thick armor.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good, is it? Thing.
It's man, but it's so good and thick though.
And metal, it goes. Patoo.
So that's 13 points of damage as 4 darts go into him.
Okay. Thick. All right, Ben, we are back to you.
Oh, this pack snack is dry. But on the plus side, if I see a pirate, I'll know how to identify it, hopefully. Now let's see if I can figure out how they might, attack us.
So you're looking for past attacks?
They attack us.
Make a investigation check.
Okay. 16.
16 is pretty good. Yeah, you find out you find an account of the last time the princes attacked and tried to take over Saltmarsh. There's like a collection of stories and things. And you learn I'm going to say that I need to look into tactics and whatnot, but
Sure.
And Spencer, I don't know if you're still there, but for you as well, talking to Fireborn, I need to do some research into this myself. Hey, there he is. Oh, look, he's taking a little lie down.
Getting a little cozy.
Pulling
A little cozy.
One of us.
I think
What?
the fact that we've all made him smile is making making this much more enjoyable.
I think at some point we all need to have like a Zoom sleepover where we're all in bed playing D&D, and I think that would be.
I think half of us will fall asleep.
I was gonna say that sounds awesome, but we're gonna fall asleep.
My battery was
That's
low,
half
and I'm
the
not going to
fun.
move my charger from my bed because I
Oh,
like
yeah.
watching TV in bed.
Oh, you're right. No, Spencer, you're right.
I wouldn't guess that Ben is within 120 feet of me, is he?
What?
Nothing. I wanted to try to message Ben, but I can't see him, and I don't think he's within 120 feet.
Ben, you also learn something about the princes there that I will share with you at some point.
Okay.
Dimitri, you are looking for things concerning red. Yes? Mind control,
That and
color
mind
red.
control.
And Burnsies, you are helping, correct?
I don't know. I probably would also be reading about pirates.
Or you could be reading about some stones nearby.
So are you saying you're helping Ben, or are you making your own pirate deal?
My own pirate stuff.
All right, give me an
She's helping
investigation.
Dimitri a little bit, but also
What
when
exactly
she
about pirates?
realizes.
What exactly about pirates are you trying to? Oh, beeping. What exactly about pirates are you trying to research?
Specifically attacks relating to the black spot.
So like how pirates go about
How it would be
executing a black spot?
executed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a
Or
straight-
if there's any past accounts of people evading the black spot.
Great. Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh,
I
Matt's
will.
in bed. Look, everyone, Matt's in bed.
Yeah.
So cute.
Oh, it's so snuggly.
Oh, I thought he was about to dive into bed for a
Oh, he
second.
needs his blanket.
Full of his blanket.
There we
All
go.
right.
Yeah, I
Touche.
feel like we
Good
should
enough.
be in the same position here.
Touche, Matt.
Guys, I like this game. Dungeons and Dragons is fun.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, Bernie, make an investigation check for me, please. 15. Yeah. So you find Ben mentions some of the pirate things in passing, like, oh, this is interesting, blah blah blah, and you kind of look into one of those books and you dig a little deeper. You find that there are two ways to, I guess 3 ways to evade a black spot or deal with a black spot. One is to run away and change your identity and disappear off of the pirates' radar. Okay. 2 is to confront and resolve the black spot with the one who like ordered it. Okay. And the 3rd is to die. And then if you're dead, then the black spot doesn't exist anymore because there's nobody left to kill.
Can I also detect magic?
On the room?
Cast detect. Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Magic.
Oh.
Magic.
You don't say.
That's what it's
That
supposed to
interaction-
detect.
That interaction was beautiful. Can I detect magic in the room? Yeah. Okay. What are you looking for? Magic.
Magic for what? So you're just looking for a general magical things. And what is the motivation? I suppose.
Anything related to the red attack on Shern or malfeasance of any kind.
Interesting. So like enchantment magic.
Enchantment.
Wait, can
Yeah.
I also look for a book on those stones?
You still don't know about the stones.
Okay, I accidentally drop a book over. What's the probability that it's one
Oh, I
about the
talk
stones?
about the stones. Well, no, when we're looking around, I'm like, wasn't that weird about that story about the stones? La la la.
Now I know about the stones. I'm looking for a book about it.
Yeah.
No, but you're looking
No.
for things about the red mind control. So you can't do both.
Well, I'm gonna do
No.
it later.
Okay,
If you
Yeah.
give me another chance.
I will. I want
But
to.
it definitely comes up.
I want to give you the world, but it has to make sense within the world.
It comes up when Ben and I are talking about what we're looking for. Because I'm looking for pirate stuff and
cast
we're
it-
talking about the island.
You cast detect magic. You find
Yes.
a book that is got a subtle illusion magic spell cast on it. When you open it up, it is a pop-up book. The pictures
Ooh.
kind of like come alive. It's but you have to move your eyes in a weird way, and it's like a really
It's like
abstract
magic eye.
I have to
pop-up.
converge.
It's a magic eye book. You find a magic eye book.
Mm-hmm.
It's about
Go on.
optometry and eyeballs, and the eyes come up.
Go on. Is it about the stone?
Yeah, and it is also about stones. Dimitri, make an
All right.
investigation check
I'm sorry, it was
about
too good.
the mind
So
control in the
mean.
color red. You find out that the
That was
color
so bad.
that enchantment magic is what is used to control people and charm them. And you also learn about something called hypnosis, which uses imagery and perhaps like repetition to coerce people into doing things they wouldn't necessarily do. And that's what you learn.
Is there anything about how to like go against it?
To break it, not with an 11, no.
He brings the book to Barnacle.
Yeah. You can't find anything in there either, Barnacle.
Oh, what? She can't look either?
No, she can't. Yeah, I mean, you guys are like focusing on this stuff and you're digging through information, and like you have until 4 o'clock. You got like what, 7 hours? 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 4. Yeah, you've got 7 hours. I'm gonna say you have a time for lunch. You guys are digging through
So
hundreds of books
wait.
in this big ol' ass library.
sorry, Jane.
Yeah.
Gian is gonna show up probably after like 2, maybe 3 hours, because like
Right.
he just got attempted assassinated, and
Yeah, we're definitely going to get interrupted.
it went
Oh,
straight
sure.
it went straight there after
Interrupted.
that, you know.
No, that makes sense. Sure.
And that happened? Like now?
And also there's a shootout going on at the docks.
Yeah.
So
Like, hey.
there's a lot going on here, folks.
We continue to read in the library.
Read
Nobody
intensifies.
will ever attack us down here.
Hey, no metagaming.
We ignore the knocking at the door. We keep reading.
Gian, you said 13 is your passive perception.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Would a 13 be good enough for a giant man who's very single-minded about things notice a battle going on of crossbow bolts down by the docks?
I think
And
the better question is anyone else at the dock screaming and yelling and running away?
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. That would cause a bit of a ruckus, maybe.
Gian, I'm going to say that you noticed that.
Okay.
Well,
Gee,
no,
okay.
so people are noticing like fire. Nobody's screaming and running because nobody's been hit yet. There's no like blood or anything, but like people are fleeing, so you could probably notice that.
Oh, if people are fleeing, Gian's running in the opposite direction, right? Like,
Sure.
I feel like I don't need to justify that action.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
Da-da-da.
I get there and I see, what do I see exactly?
You
What-
see another very generic person hunkered down behind some barrels. You see Cinder on her way with her shield up and her sword drawn, and you see Timber Stack over behind some rocks.
Sorry, Dane, maybe a better question would have been, where am I coming from?
The top here.
Top. Okay, I didn't see me there.
Mhm.
Okay. In that case, is this to scale?
I think so. Yeah. Isn't it?
Okay. In that case, Gian's gonna go ahead and use his ring of jumping and do his dash and then just jump right on top of this guy.
All right, go for it.
And like technically I don't have any attack left, but like I would grapple him if I could. So I guess I'll just be like, hey, what are you doing shooting at them for?
So you jump on top of him, right? Make a strength check with advantage to knock him prone and stand on top of him. Yeah.
18.
You got him pinned down underneath your big boots.
Nice, Gian.
All right. He is going to try and attack you, Gian, with his sword.
Sure.
You're full health now, right?
Was that a short rest?
No, but they healed you up.
He had the health potion.
Oh, they
He had,
fully
he had
fully
a
healed me.
health potion.
'Cause
Well, I
there's
think okay, let's put you were pretty close to dead.
I was 30 HP out of 85.
Oh, 35, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put you at around 50.
Okay, gotcha.
Sound good?
Sure.
Okay. And then here comes the pain.
The boy.
Here comes the boy. This is going to be at disadvantage because you are standing on top of him. He weakly flails an attack on you, but he gets another one. Is an 18 hit?
It does, yes.
All right. So he make another. Oh, the plus. Okay, this because of the thing.
I understand. Yeah.
Make a DC 15 constant. Oh, Jesus Christ on a cracker. I'm going to say that negates all poison damage. Your body is acclimating to the poison, and you get a little cut on your leg. Oh, a 9-point cut. And and that's how that works. All right. Let's say that we're playing fast and loose. Timber, you're up.
Right. Well, seeing that Gian now has him pinned, or at least grappled up.
Mhm.
Oh, that's why I can't move. I am going to let me see. Okay. All right. Feline agility. So I'll move 60 feet to catch up with Cinder.
I moved 80 feet for the record.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'm fast.
Yeah, I'm a little behind you then. So yeah. So yeah, I'm a little behind Cinder, and I I kind of
Any ranged attack is going to be at disadvantage because he's prone underneath
Oh yeah, no, I'm not,
a giant.
I'm not even gonna try that. Not attacking. I do shout out to Gian and say, "Hold him down," and take an inspiration, a D8.
Will do. And you hear Gian shout back, like, "Oh yeah, the last one I just cut in half. Sorry about that."
Cinder, you're up.
So, yeah, I just run up and fucking attack him.
Okay. He's at you have advantage because he is prone.
Fuck yeah.
Don't get him. We need info.
17 plus a lot.
Hits.
Okay. What the heck is my damage even? Hold on. It's
You want me to roll it for you?
nah, it's 1d10.
Okay. Plus your strength, plus your proficiency, or
Whoa, it's a 10 plus
strength.
fucking, like 5, I think, or plus 4. So 14
14.
on the first hit. I suppose I do want to knock this guy out. So whatever that means, I'm doing it non-lethally. Second attack is an 18, I believe.
18 hits.
Here we go, baby. Okay, that's way worse, but that is a 6 damage.
6. Wow.
He's just trying to knock
plus
him out.
4.
so.
Because I don't have my proficiency to damage just to the hit, right? It's just my strength.
I honestly can't remember. It's been so long since I played real D&D.
Pretty sure.
Just strength.
Yeah, so 6 on that one. Yeah, I forgot I was blessed, but it didn't matter. I hit both times.
All right.
I'm just bearing down at him.
Cool. And Gianna, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and just disarm him.
Disarm him. Okay.
Like he's got a short sword, right?
Yeah, in his hand. Yeah, and it's
Yeah, I'm gonna
waving
try and
wildly.
just rip that out of his hand and like bat it about.
Okay. We're
Bat
gonna
it
do a
aside.
strength contest. Give me another
Okay.
strength check. You rip off his hand.
Fuck.
You rip his hand off.
You
Call
You,
me,
you like go to grab the hilts to grab, like rip it out of his hand, but your hand is so big that it wraps around his hand as well. And when you go to pull it, you pull real hard and it just separates at the wrist. He's got a cartoonish bone sticking out that's just like,
like a meat. He's like a meat.
yeah, he's got like a meat.
A little.
Mhm.
Gian, Obi-Wan, and on again.
Oh, we're about out of here, Timber. Because he screams, bites down really hard,
No.
foam comes out of his mouth, and he expires.
Damn you guys.
Damn it.
To end, Ben, you find in your research of the princes of the sea princes, you find the leader of the sea princes is a figure known as King Smo. A
Smo.
King
SMO.
SMO.
Okay.
King Smo, who is a large golden maned cat person, also known as a lionel. And that is where we're going to end.
Is that Tipper's dad?
Yay.
Oh my God, is that my dad?
Are you my daddy?
Is that my dad?
Oh my God, are you my daddy? Oh my God, I love you.
Are you my daddy?
Hey,
Oh no.
excuse me, sir.
Are you my mommy?
Oh, you my dad. Anyway, that's where we're gonna end it tonight, folks.
Before I get too creepy, this is fun.
Good game, y'all.
I didn't get any information out of my reading. So sorry.
Okay,
We got lots of good stuff.
I thought you got some good stuff.
Great job, Dane.
But it
Amazing
wasn't what
game as
Gwendolyn
always.
wanted.
It's not exactly what you wanted, but I
Well,
can't
it wasn't all of the answers.
It wasn't
Never is it?
all I wanted was all the answers.
I just wanted all of the answers to all the things.
I
got it.
just wanted to know who the big bad was.
So next time I get like a Rat 20, you can just show me the whole Saltmarsh book, right? We
Yeah,
can
that's
just.
Yeah.
I'll send you a PDF and tell you which book, which page to look up. It'll be great. Man, if you guys had found those standing stones at the beginning of the game, everything would be completely different.
No.
Really?
Way cooler. Way cooler.
I mean, that's how we
Really?
become the pirate, right?
Yeah, well, honestly, I think it's the standing stones that killed Prime Water.
100%.
Well, of course.
Oh no.
I think it was Genevieve in cahoots with Shern
Dylan.
and they
Dylan,
did it
No.
with the power of the standing stones that
No.
are possessed.
No.
Dylan, no. Dylan, no.
It's all true.
Standing stones are the ones that we saw with like the red cloak and all that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
With the
It's
beard,
like-
yeah.
The bearded
with the beard.
standing stones.
Okay, guys, I gotta get going. I love you all.
Good night, Maddie.
Bye,
Bye,
Maddie.
Love
Maddie.
you. We'll see you next time.
Okay,
Um,
but can we have an episode where I find out? Yeah, I set the woman free of the standing stones. Like I
You-
release her from her
Free
captivity.
the siren spirit of the standing stones.
And
Yeah.
Saltmarsh becomes desolate of fish. and
Yeah, that's
the
right.
town,
No more
the town
fish.
collapses.
You just ruined the entire economy of Saltmarsh.
If they had to,
Yeah,
if they had to do that, they didn't deserve it in the first place.
Yeah, no, you're right.
that's true.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Great gaming. Good job. And we'll get to that big, huge battle that we're planning. Yeah, we'll get to it. It'll happen. It's gonna happen. And I'll be prepared too.
2 weeks is Labor Day weekend, so I won't be here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm also out Labor Day.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Can we
that
do
might
it
be
next
good.
week then?
Probably not, but we'll figure something out. Okay. Bye guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for the game,
Good
Dane.
night, guys.